tandem offense by Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. The cover and the win.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So welcome back in, y'all, man. And I want to start off by saying this. Shout out to Portland, Oregon, bro. Portland, your crowd was insane on Friday, bro. The energy that I saw, I watched both Rampage and Battle of the Belts all the way through. The energy made me want to watch, made me want to sit through both of them. I even watched like a couple of the matches like 2 times because of how good that Portland crowd was. Tony Khan has got to go back to Portland this time for Dynamite. The crowd was electric, was amazing. And Portland's a wrestling city. You know, these had the territories out there, so not surprising. You know, WWE, even when they go out there over the years, you know, they've always been a live crowd. But I was very impressed with them. They got behind the women's matches. And to me, that's when I know you're a good crowd. Is when I know you could get behind. When you could get behind the women matches, I know you're a good crowd. And this crowd did just that. You know, like I said before, when the ladies are booked well, the fans feel it. And Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, they could go out there with anybody and they're going to do good. But this particular match was interesting, guys, because I was looking forward to this one just because I've been very familiar with the Renegade sisters. They're the real-life twins, the Renegades. And I don't know how many of you guys before this were familiar with them. They had been in AEW before. They were, you know, some dark matches and stuff like that. I think this is their first TV match, though. I'm not sure, though, but I think this is their first TV match. But they made an incredible impression against Jamie Hayter, the women's champion right now in AEW, and Britt Baker, a walking legend right now, Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. The crowd gave them pops on their entrances. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, they were chanting Jamie Hayter when the match was starting and everything. Jamie Hayter is just so over right now. And this match was very physical, man. The Renegade sisters were vicious, man. It was some hard hits. But if you watch them in the indie scene, that's how they wrestle, man. They are hard hitters, bro. Very physical young ladies. And they was popping the shit out of Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter in this match. Charlette is the one that, to me, out of the two, Robyn, I believe, is the older sister, but Charlette, she's the one. I think if one of them goes into a solo career, she might be able to do it. She was yelling at the crowd, you know, energizing them up, talking about this is your champion. She showed a lot of personality in the match, and that's usually how she is on the indie scene as well. Very loud and boisterous, and just vicious, man. Like, that's the thing about the Renegade sisters. They're very vicious. They're very physical. And Tony Khan's got to keep them because he's got something with them. I've said this like with Sky Blue and stuff like that when they had Elena Black, who was now Cora Jade in NXT right now on a whole different company. But the young wrestlers, when you look at them like that, the ones that are like way under 25 years old, when you see something special in them, Julia Hart's another one that I put in there. When you see something special like that, you got to hold on to them and do something with them in the future. And I've already thought about like what they'll do with them and stuff like that. I'll go over that in a second, but let me finish up wrapping up how this match ended for you guys. Hang on a sec. Let me go over to the results real quick. Go with my notes. This was a Rampage, right? So, all right. So let me go over how this match ended. So that we were back from the break, and Hayter and Britt Baker were working over the twins. But then Robyn, who I talked about earlier, the older of the twins, she fought back and tried to make a tag, but first hit a kick to land the hot tag to Charlette, who came in and took control. Charlette hit a Fisherman suplex on Baker for a 2 count. Baker and Charlette traded blows before Baker landed a rear DDT. Hayter hit a hate breaker, but Charlette tried to fight back. Eventually, Baker hit the stomp for the win. And we had a nice, fun match. It went to about almost 9 minutes. Great match from these two young ladies, but they did end up losing very predictably. They weren't going to have You know, in this situation, the Renegades were jobbers, but they had an impressive look, and I think they passed the test, whatever test they had to pass. I think they passed. I hope we see them in the AEW in the future. I already started thinking about what they can do with them. They come off like heels though, like, so I think that'll be in their area. And I've been talking about this for a while now, especially if you listen to my channel. We need some type of badass heel faction with the ladies, where it's like a bunch of tough, you know, like a tough gang of females. I don't know how many of you guys, I don't even know if Tony Collins watched this movie, The Warriors. Remember this movie, The Warriors, that came out back in 1979 about New York street gangs, and they had this one female gang called the Lizzies, man. I would love something like that, and they fit right into a group like that. And we just have to find some other people. Like, I think whenever Tony Storm turns heel, I think she could be like a leader of that type of group. Put her in there. If Scott Blue turns heel, put her in that group. Ruby Soho can also lead the group. I mean, you got so many girls that you could put in that type of group, and I think it'll come off very, very well. Maybe Layla Gray in the future as well. Like, you got some pieces in AEW to put together a faction like that, man. Like, just a bunch of tough girls who beat the fuck out of people, spray paint people. Like, I think it'll be pretty cool, bro. I think it'll be pretty cool, man. That'll be a really cool group. But I can't wait to see them on the main roster and one day and be able to be some powerhouses, because they got it. They got it, man. From the look on down, the jeans and everything like that. They got it, bro. Like, they got that it factor that you see in the young wrestlers. Okay, you guys, make sure y'all going ahead and hit the like button, comment, and share the video. Also, make sure you guys also donate to the channel by hitting the thanks button below, or you can hit up the Cash App, $SAC Exchange, to send any donation to the Cash App. Here are the top donators, and you can fit yourself in this list at any time if you donate at least $2 or more. Thank you. So yeah, man, I enjoyed this match. The crowd was energetic. The crowd really responded well to the Renegades as well. This is a fun match. Like, I hope some of you guys get a chance to go and rewatch this, because I know some of you guys don't watch Rampage every week like that. But this was one to watch, because the crowd made the match too. They were so electric doing this match, man. And we talk about the criticism of AEW fans sometimes where they just sit on their hands doing the women's matches. This was the one where they didn't do that. They didn't do that. Let me bring up the poll that I put up Friday morning going into it. Had a nice voters turnout for this one. It was at least over almost 600 you guys that voted. It was 80 to 20%. So 80% for Hayter and Baker. They dominated this poll, but I like the people, like the 20% that did vote for the Renegades. You know, I didn't expect them to get that many, because I didn't know how many people knew who the Renegades were. So I went into it just like, let's see how this goes. But I thank you guys for voting in that one. And like I said again, I do want to see the Renegades on the main roster. They worked really well with Hayter and Baker, so hopefully we get some more matches in the future with them against Hayter and Baker. And salute to Hayter and Baker for, like, you know, not wanting to just dominate the match the whole way through and make this a squash match. Like, actually book them to make the Renegades look like they got a chance to win. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Next week, Saraya. I forgot. Saraya and Tony Storm against Hayter and Baker in Los Angeles. A lot of people think this could be a spot where Mercedes Money comes out. Hikaru Shida probably turns heel. It's going to be very fun on Wednesday. I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. After News Delight.